Hello everyone, my name is Johnny Stark, and today I have 5 tips for you to improve your English. Let's go! The first tip that I would share with you is shadowing. Shadowing is a technique where you can practice repeating after the speaker as soon as possible. This is different than a normal listen and repeat technique. Don't wait and listen the whole sentence and repeat. You want to repeat as soon as possible, almost at the same time as the speaker. Why am I recommending this? Well, it engages your listening skills and your imitation skills, so it's a more powerful tool than reading out loud. Shadowing is also ideal for certain, but not all, types of pronunciation training, and for opening up your mouth so that it's easier to speak. I would recommend not jumping into shadowing as your first source of practice, but you may be able to do it sooner than you think. The best benefit of shadowing towards your pronunciation is that you learn to mimic the different emotional contexts you encounter.
That's awesome. Maybe you've heard this English expression before. The word awesome has become so overused that it's lost its true meaning for some people, and now just means good or great. That restaurant is awesome. That movie was awesome. My best friend is awesome.
The goal of shadowing is to mimic the speaker's rhythm, pace, intonation, and pronunciation. I would also recommend to record yourself, because recording your voice and then listening back to it has a lot of benefits when working on improving your speaking. It's only when we can listen back to something we said can we get a real understanding of our fluency, accuracy, and naturalness. While speaking, we may be aware of little grammatical mistakes we make, or that we feel more fluent in some part of the conversation we are having than at others. We won't be aware of more than this though, because speaking and thinking what to say next takes up most of our brain's capacity. The second tip that I will give you is rephrase. To rephrase is to find a different way to say what you want to say, to make your message more understandable. For example, instead of saying something like,
"If you have knowledge, bring it to light."
you can rephrase that as,
"If you know something about it, say it."
I cannot believe Bartka would betray you. And yet...
If you have knowledge, bring it to light.
Let's not confuse rephrasing with paraphrasing. Rephrasing is when you reword your sentence to convey your message in a different way, whereas paraphrasing is using your own words to explain what somebody else said. To paraphrase Hamlet, he wondered if it's better to live or to die.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Paraphrasing, though, is especially useful when you want to avoid plagiarizing someone else's content. The third tip that I will give you is learning new vocabulary. Why? Because learning new words is not about impressing people with complicated words or vocabulary. It's about expressing yourself more clearly and with more precision. Let's take, for example, if you say, "It was a good experience." What do you mean by good experience? The word good is an ambiguous word. It doesn't have any specific meaning. So what do you mean by good? Since it doesn't have any specific meaning, the person you are talking with might not know what you exactly mean by that. So instead of saying good, you can use words like enlightening, interesting, joyful, thrilling, inspiring, pleasant, impressive, breathtaking. The more vocabulary you know, the more you will understand and the more you will be understood, no matter how good or bad your grammar or pronunciation is. And the more you will understand, the more you will be motivated to actually use the language, and in turn, improving on everything else. I recommend keeping an organized vocabulary notebook. You can organize the words by category, let's say food, music, entertainment, family, etc. Or by type of word, for example, adjectives, verbs, nouns, adverbs, and etc. And use them as often as possible. Use the new words. You need to use a new word about 10 times before you remember it. Learn a few words, but not too many. About 4 new words a day is a good number. I know some people say it is good to learn like 10 new words per day, but some people feel overwhelmed by learning that many. You can start by learning just 4, and then if you feel more comfortable, you can increase the number as you get used to your new process of learning new words. The 4th tip that I will give you is don't only chat, but also speak. I know that when you are chatting, you are improving your writing. But you know what? There might be situations in your life where you will have to speak and you will not be able to write anything. Let's say you are in a phone call, or for example, if you had an interview. It might be really weird if you go into an interview and you try to write things down to the interviewer. You would have to speak. There are many situations in life where you have to speak and you will not be able to write, so it would be a good idea to also improve your speaking skills. And last but not least, number 5, listen English every day. Listening practice is vital if you want to improve your listening in English. Many people often ask me, Johnny, how can I improve my English? And one of the questions I ask them is how often they listen to English. More than 60% of English learners listen to less than 1 hour of English per week. If you want to learn and improve your English fast, then you need to listen more. Listen as much as you can. It is one of the best ways to improve quickly. There are many ways that you can get more English listening practice. For example, you can listen to TV shows, you can listen to news, you can watch series, you can listen or watch debates and podcasts. Even if you're not fully focused on what you are listening to, you are still going to benefit from it. Those were my primary source of listening practice, and believe me, it helped me a lot. And don't make it too difficult. We don't want to do things that are too difficult, I know. We feel frustrated and sad when we don't understand something. That is why I recommend you to build up your listening skill over time. For example, don't watch movies and expect to understand everything. Start with something easier like the news or my videos. To finalize this video, I would say to not get frustrated. Don't feel frustrated if things don't work out as fast enough. Learning takes time and patience. Many people don't want to invest time and effort in the little things. They want the big things fast. They want to go from small to big fast. And things don't work like that. Little things can go a long way. So in summary, these are the 5 tips that I can give you to improve your English. Shadowing, rephrase, increase your vocabulary, speak as often as you write, and listen to as much English as you can. There you have it, friends. 5 tips to improve your English. If you liked this video, give it a like and subscribe. If you have any recommendations for future videos, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you soon.